Welcome back, House of Five family. And if you are new here, welcome to our house. I'm Wendy. I am one half of the House of Five podcast, and we are glad that you are here. Today, we are going to be talking about how to budget. I'm going to be providing you a budgeting template. I'm going to show you how to use that, and we are going to get to work on our 2020 finances. All right, everybody, you know that here at the House of Five, we are all about getting your finances in order so that you can achieve financial independence for your family. For us, what that looks like is that at 55, we are going to be able to retire early, that we are going to be able to spend the rest of our 50s and 60s with our children, that we're going to be able to live anywhere we want and have income, passive income coming in to supply what we need. And we don't have to work if we choose not to. That is financial freedom, and we want that for you. We started in a place of hopelessness about 3 years ago, and since then we have paid off a huge amount of debt, and you can read that down below, more of our story, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today we're going to get to work on your budget. We're going to start with a master plan, and your master plan is where you first just take a look at what income you have coming in and what monthly obligations that you have going out. This is just your overview. This is your big picture. This is what I have coming in versus what I have coming out and where you are. You also may need to make some adjustments here, decide some areas that you may need to cut. And if you need help deciding what that looks like, don't forget we have our Your Money 101 workbook and journal that you can purchase down below on Amazon, and that will get you started and walk you through that process, as well as a couple other videos down there of how we got our financial house in order. In the meantime, I'm talking really fast today, aren't I? In the meantime, from there, we're going to take a look. We're going to take that information and then convert it over to our paydays. I get paid monthly, or our household gets paid monthly. We do not get weekly paychecks. So for us, we have to have long periods where we stretch our money. That may be the same for you, or maybe you get paid weekly, or maybe you get paid bi-weekly. This spending plan, this paycheck spending plan, basically tells each one of your paychecks what to do with the expenses that you have. And so it will work for any of you. If you want to take a quick second and press pause, that way you can download these templates and you can follow along with me with your own budget, or just stay tuned and you can follow along on the screen with me. Once you have gotten access to the templates, don't forget to make a copy for yourself and save it in your own drive or files. Don't edit that master one, because that is for everybody, and I don't think you can anyway, but make a copy for yourself. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. All right, so this is the money master plan. As I said, don't edit, copy and save to your own file. But this is the Google document for the master plan. This is where you're going to be putting in your income. So I'm just going to put in some hypotheticals here. Let's say Kurt gets paid once a month and it's $5,000. We get another $2,400 a month for the kids' stipend. I make my kids pay me for their cell phone service and their car insurance. So let's just say for the month, this is our grand total. This amount goes over here for our income, $76.85. And then from there, we are going to be putting in our expenses. So let's say ours is $33.78. We have a tax bill that we pay every month. That's $700. Our electric, we have solar, and we have a large family, so we still have to pay. That's been running about $75 a month. Our water is high. It's California. It's $120. Our phones are also high. That's why I make the kids help me pay for them. because they use a lot of data. We have an unlimited plan, and trash is quarterly, but I still put in $50 a month for that, even though it only works out really to about I don't know, 25, something like that. So total, all 4 walls, that's a good chunk. Let's see what we have left. We need to do groceries. We're spending about $800 a month on groceries. I put dining out. We do Pizza Friday for the kids, and that runs about $30 a Friday, so that's $120. That is a non-negotiable for us. Our our internet is $59. We don't have childcare or anything like that. Auto insurance is $420. And fuel, we spend $125. I think this is $580. All right, so after we add up all of our expenses, we get this number. We are going to take this E58 and save. All right, it says we have $746 left over to go towards our rental property fund. All right. And now we have, oh, you know what we did not put in here? Did we not put in here? Oh, we didn't put in here personal spending. See, guys? These are the things that we have to remember how to do. But once you do it once, it is in here for the next month. So this one, you should be able to, do once, and then every single month it's here, and you can make minor adjustments as you like. And Kurt gets, I think we decided on $120. $40 a week for him. That is not just for his personal care, but for his little spending that he needs. And so this is actually not going to be, oh, so now our property fund has decreased slightly to $576. Which is less than we want, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we have a zero-based budget. Zero-based budget is when you spend every dime you have. You tell all of your money where to go. I don't always enjoy doing a zero-based budget because it does not give me any kind of allowances for mistakes, and I make mistakes all the time. So I put that in the savings account. If I need to make adjustments later, I can, but for explanation's sake, this is a zero-based budget. All right, so once we have done that, we go over to our paycheck. And for this one, I'm just going to give you a hypothetical. So for instance, we get paid once a month. So let's just say we've got $2,400. Kurt gets paid at the end of the month. Let's call that $5,200, and let's just say there's nothing in between, which that is and that's pretty accurate. We have 3 weeks where we don't get any money because this one comes in about the 5th and this comes in on the 30th. So we got a big lag. So then we just kind of tell our money where to go. So 3408, and then you just add in the rest. And as you start adding in, your template is going to tell you how much you have left to spend. This is $580. This one is $237. Fuel, I think we said was $125. So we're going to do 60 here. We'll do 65 here. Car insurance is $420. That comes out at the beginning of the month. So as you can see, the money goes down as you assign it to a paycheck, and this keeps reducing, and it should reduce until you get to zero. If you get here and it's at zero and you still have bills to pay, then you're going to need to go in and make some adjustments. But those you should have already made over in here because you already know what you have coming in and what is going out. If you are like me, or at least when I had my law practice, and you have varying income where you do not know, basically, you need to, what I would do, you can do it a couple different ways, but what I would do is I knew that I would have a baseline of what I was going to earn. And most months I knew by a certain day of the previous month how much I was going to get paid in the following month. So I knew what I had to work with. If that's not you and your checks are kind of an unknown, you should at least have a baseline. The other thing that you can do is create a kind of cushion fund so that if for whatever month you run up short, you can pull from that cushion fund, and then you spend the money until it's gone, and then you have to adjust in the following month. Getting paid, when you get varying pay, it is a little more tricky, but I've done it. Everyone else can do it. It's just a little more tricky, and you kind of have to know where you are on a given month, or set up those emergency funds in place so that if you have a given month where there isn't any income coming in, you have something to draw on. Now that I'm doing real estate, that's the case for me, where I could go a month or two without getting a check, and then I'll get a really big check in the third month. And so I don't even rely on my income anymore. I kind of just treat it as, a windfall when we get it, and it goes towards our financial goals. So I hope that this makes sense to all of you. These templates are in here for you to use and to play with and work with. If you need help, just let me know. You can reach me in our private Facebook group. The link to that is down below. If you have any questions, comment down below in the comments, and I will try and answer those as quickly as possible. Budgeting doesn't have to be a chore. Look at it this way. This is you telling your money where to go, and it's going to help you achieve the financial future that you want for your life. And if you want to accomplish financial independence, your budget is where it's your roadmap to it. So, use these templates, ask questions. If you need help, let me know. We have the resources down below for you. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you're notified when we have new videos coming out. We're going to try and do this once a month, guys. All right. Have a great weekend, and we will see you here next Wednesday and Friday. Take care. Bye.